Good day, everyone. Minuteman Hunter here. How's everything going? I wanted to bring to you some information just to essentially help you guys get prepared for farming, right? Because obviously, farming for rare parts is the hardest things in this game. Now, in one of my previous videos, you saw that I laid out a Google Docs, which essentially just helps let you know which parts to break on a monster to maximize your drops, right? The highlight of the video is for Wyvern Gem shards, but obviously the Google Docs does encompass everything that you need from rarity 1s, which is the most generic parts, all the way to rarity 6s, right? Let me tell you which sets help me the most. I'm going to start with my number one set, right? Number one set I use right now for farming gem shards is my water set, specifically any monster weak to water. So you're looking at specifically right now what's manageable is 8 stars for me. So you're looking at Anjanaths, you're looking at Kuliaku. Kuliaku could be a little annoying when he picks up the rock, but you're looking at Tobi Kadachi as well, right? Now the reason I say that is it's much easier to farm for parts when you can utilize lock on, right? Because lock on, your hunter will be focused on attacking the part that you're locked onto, even if you're in an awkward position. Essentially, if you're locked onto the head but you're more closer to the side, your hunter's attacks will be directed towards the head, and maybe out of 3 attacks, 2 of those might hit the head and the other one might hit the leg. Versus if you didn't have lock on, all those attacks would hit the leg or the side, right? The weapon I use is Great Jagras, but if you are essentially a new beginner or if you already started, using the Aquamaster, the Aqua Messer, it might as well be Aquamaster since it has a higher element. If you have that at grade 8, you're going to have an overall higher element, right? Mine's only look higher. My Jagras only looks pretty high right now because it's essentially at 4 out of 5, grade 5. But it's overall still an effective weapon, right? Now, I am working on the Jiratoto's dual blades. You can see I have them at grade 7, so they do help me out a lot, and the element is already at 871. So they're grade 7 rank 2, and they're almost a match in terms of element for my Jagras blade. But essentially, going back to the point of this video, is lock on helps you break parts easier when you're able to focus on that part, right? And then the reason I specifically like this water set is you see me using the Black Diablo's helmet, automatically part 2 part breaker, right? So now I have water attack level 5, health boost, which is a nice benefit coming from the weapon, part breaker level 2, which is just an additional 10% chance to increase part damage accumulated on breakable parts by 10%, right? So just 10% increase rate of break-in parts. And most importantly, lock on. I have last stand in there as well, that's just an additional perk. But essentially for me, it's the part breaker, the lock on, and the elemental attack. Of what you could want to prioritize more than anything else is the element and the lock on. So that when I'm taking down a monster, all right, it's much easier for me to say, okay, I'm going after his head first. Oh, I locked onto the wrong part. Hey, look, I'm at the side and he's still hitting the head. All right, boom, let's go. And just maneuver. Even though I hit the sides a couple of times, my hunter is still putting in the effort to attack the head. Now I'm using sword and shield, so I want to avoid the shield bash. And if you're lucky, depending on the level of the monster, you can rake another part. What I like to do though is I like to go for the crit spot, so for him it would have been head again, since it's very hard unless you have level 3 or 4 part breaker to break an additional part, right? So anything weak to water is essentially what I'm using to try to break parts, right? My secondary armor set, because my ice doesn't have lock on, it's still +5. You want to prioritize having +5 so you can take out those more challenging monsters. But water, my ice does not have lock on, and my fire does not have lock on, but they do have the max element for when I need to overcome challenges. My thunder set is now optimized for lock on. It's going off with the Kulu helmet. Obviously that's where I get lock on and critical hit. I also get evade extender, fire resistance, critical eye, and lock on. So again, lock on and the element is the most important piece here, right? Obviously I'm getting the thunder element from the Kadachi chest piece, and the Zen Glory comes with +2 thunder element now that I got it to grade 6, right? And I'm getting the final thunder element from the waist is also +2. So the waist and the arms, very important. Obviously there's interchangeable sets. I think the Zenogre legs also comes with thunder. Let me double check. Yes, it comes with thunder and burst. Burst is really good. One set of bursts, it's okay, but if you can get 2 or higher, it's really good. Because especially I actually have the regular Raytheon at burst level 2 from the glove, so I could get burst 3. That increased damage after getting 3 hits, if you can maintain it, is really useful. And then I have the Rathlos legs for fire resistance. I do plan on upgrading this to get weakness exploit, because weakness exploit is pretty good as well. But essentially it's just another set where I can utilize my maximum element for lock on. So now that I'm able to incorporate lock on into this set, I've increased the level of monsters that I can farm that are weak to thunder, right? So we're talking about Raytheons, we're talking about Rathloses. Raytheons and Rathloses are really annoying, especially Rathlos, since he likes to hang out in the sky, and Raytheon can hang out in the sky. Not as long as Rathlos, but you know, her greatest move is the backflip. But essentially with more monsters added to the list, you can now utilize targeting that certain part that's going to drop Wyvern Gems, or that rarity 5 part that you need, or you know, rarity 4 part, depending on what you're struggling to get. Haven't been able to incorporate my fire and my ice sets again because I would have to sacrifice some element for that. Maybe it's a possibility to do ice if I make more Baroth pieces, but you know, we'll see as I practice and play around for a little bit. But essentially right now, utilize the Google Ads that I posted on my Wyvern Gem video. It's gonna, you know, it's gonna help you, let you know which monsters you need to focus on. Any level 8 or higher monsters can drop a Wyvern Gem, so just using the lock-on ability will help you maximize those drops, right? Obviously, if you're one of those players that are already at rank 9 and you can take down rank 9 monsters, then they do have a slight increased drop rate on rank 9, but I'm just going to let you know that health pool is significantly larger. So even if you get to rank 9, it might be a struggle to take down certain monsters. Anyway, guys, that's it for the video. If you like my explanations and my content, please like and subscribe, ask questions. Happy to help you guys out and hunt with some of you guys. I will be back stateside tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to hunting with my fellow New Yorkers once again. But other than that, guys, happy hunting. You know, have a good day.